has taken over. Let's go. It's Ferrall. Coast to coast. Steaks, chicks, stacks. You and I are going to make a lot of money. It's Ferrall, coast to coast.
It's Ferrall on the bench, coast to coast, in the biggest way possible. Hanging out. The bad seed, the broken, the bad apple with a bad attitude. We are live in New York City, the Big Apple. Ooh. People dressed in plastic bags, directing traffic, some kind of fashion shake-up should do me. Yeah. Oh, woo, woo. Along with the Tutty and Tater King himself, the founder of the ILC podcast, the right soul of the sheet of integrity, and to put it with the golf guru, Carver High this afternoon, ladies. Mafia's back from vacation working with Luke. I am your father. The rundown on a post-Memorial Day Tuesday as we start our week off. We got a double shot with Morency from British Columbia. And within the walls of this hour, Mike DeCourcy of the Sporting News. And then in the final hour, a double shot, or at least a visit, I believe, with Mitch Lawrence from NBA Radio on Sirius XM. Either way, Morency, DeCourcy, Lawrence, all styling today. I wanted to tell you one thing, Carver High. I know that, Sunday I bet the Oilers minus a goal and a half at plus 152. And yesterday, God is my witness, I bet the Canes plus $1.52 to end the 15-game Eastern Finals losing streak, and it cashed. Both of them cashed.
Wow.
I got 3 units on 2 hockey games at plus money on the goal and a half, and then just the outright win after they'd been getting their ass pelted by the Panthers. I thought they'd come up big in the elimination game, and they did.
They certainly did. I mean, I thought obviously they would get swept. Happy Tuesday to you. I almost said Monday.
Yes, sir.
Feels like a Monday, right?
It is
Feels
a
a little
Monday.
bit like a Monday, but it is a Tuesday here on Coast to Coast. Nice job by you. I stayed away from it because I figured I laid the puck and a half Saturday night when the Panthers went up 3-0. And, I had a couple of other things going on and I never got it in. But nice job. You know what? We get another game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, all these sweeps in 5-game series, they don't really do it for me. I think the West will still have some distance to it as we'll get ready for Game 4 tonight. Although I guess that's going to require Scotty Dallas winning in Edmonton tonight, right? I mean, if they got down 3-1 going back to Dallas, I think they'd probably be in a lot of trouble, mister. If they were.
And where do you think I'm leaning tonight? What's your guesstimate on my bet that I've already made today?
You're on the Oilers.
Wrong.
I already know.
I bet the Stars tonight at plus 141.
Tonight?
I like the price, and I think the series should be epic. So I'm thinking 6 or 7 games automatic.
Okay.
So in that regard, they got to win today. I think they have to win this game to go back home 2 apiece. They go down 3-1. It's good night, Irene.
It's absolutely good night, Irene. So I'm with you. I'm hoping that the Stars can get it done in Edmonton tonight so that we can at least have that 2-2 going back to Big D, and it's basically a 3-game series then at that point. As far as the NBA goes, we're kind of in a similar situation, right? OKC's up 3-1 now, and they're probably going to go home and end it. It's going to be over in 5 games, and we'll hope that the Knicks can win tonight in Indiana and the road team continuing to win and hold serve, and maybe we can get that to a 2-2 3-game series going back to New York for a Game 5.
So I bet the Knicks +1 in Game 3 based on that spread. I said, how did they kick their ass in Games 1 and 2 at the Garden in New York and they're only laying 1? I said, that smells to me like the Knicks are going to win. And sure enough, they did win by 4 and covered the 1. I do not feel as excited about the Knicks' chances tonight as I did on Sunday. Everyone and their brother is on the Knicks tonight. I don't know if you realize that, and I'm not. I'm not on the Knicks tonight. Now, I hope they win. Obviously, I'm going to be cussing and screaming and yelling and turning purple, hoping they win. And I just don't think they will. I think people think that this, because they won game 3, they're going to win game 4. And then I heard all these people say they're going to go home and take a 3-2 lead when they win game 5 at the Garden. They couldn't even win games 1 or 2 at the Garden. What makes you think they're going to win game 5 at the Garden? They can't beat this team. They won't beat this team. Not only that, I still bet on the Oilers to win that series, to go to the finals, to win the cup. And I'm going individually here on games. That's why I like Dallas tonight. And I bet on the Thunder last night. And I'll tell you what, that's over to me. So they're going to go home and they will whack them at home, just like they always do. I think they're going to whack them, and that'll be that. So what, they beat them 2-0 at home, lost game 3, won game 4. They're going to go win game 5, and that'll be it. And then they're going to win the NBA championship, the Thunder.
Yeah, I really don't see Minnesota getting that back home for a game 6. I just don't see it. I think that last night really kind of took the sting out of them. And you know, you got nothing from Ant, you got nothing from Randall, you had all these guys on the bench scoring. You don't win a game like that where you got multiple guys on the bench putting in 20-plus points. Yeah, that's just I don't see how they can get through that now. Let
me say this about the T-Wolves. When you have, Randall has 5 points and Ant has 16, that's end game right there.
No
because
shot.
How many times have I told you on this show that Randall's a really good player and he's capable of busting a 30-burger on you easily. And then I say always, and he's very capable of having a bad night shooting. And when he shoots poorly, he doesn't do anything. And he doesn't matter. And he did it again. It's the second time in this series he's done nothing because he's hot and cold. He's either on and he's knocking down his 3, or he's getting to the elbows and knocking down that shot because he's so big and tough and rugged. But if he's off, if his shot is off, his night is off. It's the same story every time. And I got to tell you, all this talk about why did Ant struggle so much? Jesus, really? Like, it's the defense. I mean,
right.
Dort and Wallace and Caruso are suffocating. And all I know is they have done this to him. He hasn't done anything to himself. In game 3, he came out and lit it up and went for it on every time he touched the ball. Game 4, he couldn't do anything because they wouldn't let him.
Wouldn't let him. Unbelievable job. So we'll talk about OKC being on the edge of the NBA Finals, where they're, of course, going to be a heavy favorite no matter who they play. We'll talk about Knicks and Pacers Game 4 tonight in Indiana. Knicks trying to even up. We'll get the hockey as well. We got a lot of baseball, too, as everybody's in action on a Tuesday night. We'll go through some of the stuff from yesterday on Memorial Day. I still can't figure it out why doesn't everyone play on Memorial Day in the afternoon? It makes no sense to me whatsoever why teams are off on Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day.
It's because baseball doesn't care about those that served and lost their lives.
But everybody should play. It should be day games all across the country. Everybody should be outside enjoying the afternoon, and that's how it should be. But we'll go through it. We got a lot of hot teams in baseball. Yanks are hot. Cards are hot. You got a lot of teams that have been on fire here recently that are going to get back in action tonight. So we will do all of that today as well, Scotty.
You know who's on fire? Ohtani's hitting home runs, and the Yankees are winning every game they play. Yarborough's been great. Warren's been great. Fried Chicken's been great. Rodon's been great. The team's been great.
Enter into the magical world of McLuck.com, where even the smallest of spins can win real cash prizes. Adventure into over 1,000 of the best Vegas-style slot games. So what are you waiting for? Unlock your free welcome offer today. Join the fun where winners play and players win.
Did you know sportsbooks tend to draw up tighter bet lines for events that get even more bettors, like championship games or major matchups? My tip? Try betting on less popular sports. You might have a better shot at beating those odds. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
Chiefs Chargers in Brazil on Friday on YouTube. They're going to give everyone that game for free. They're so generous because the rest of the season they're going to fleece you for all your money.
That's one, Scott. That division to me, based on what's happened to the Chiefs the last couple seasons, that division, the AFC West, could be up for grabs here. I know Chiefs fans think I'm probably out of my mind.
Ferrall, coast to coast, only on SportsGrid.
I actually like the fact that they went 7 games against a quality opponent here and still had to face adversity even in a game number 7. How are we setting up this next series where they rested Minnesota Timberwolves team taking on OKC fresh from the fight here?
They had an extremely, maybe it's just too strong a statement to say, easier pathway than people thought, particularly because of their size.
The early line, only on SportsGrid. The game is on. The stakes are high, but the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that rim. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
A little flyer, couple of 18.5 point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. It's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
Listen, I just want to say to you, Mike, honestly, the stress I'm under. I actually thought that the refs in the Knick game, the Sunday, were terrible. I mean, just absolutely terrible. And I mean it, like, no joke. And the Knicks won the game. So, like I always say on this show, you got to win in spite of them. You got to go out and win no matter what they call, because they never change their calls. They never reverse a call. They just make bad calls, and you have to live with it, and then you have to overcome it and win in spite of them. But I got to tell you, I thought the first half they were up 20, and they literally, it was 18-10 in free throws. And Brunson had 4 fouls in the first half. We have Morency here. You can catch Sports Rage weeknights at 10. Gabe, now, no bones here. Straight up. I had the Knicks +1, and it didn't matter. They won the game. But I thought the calls in the game were horrific. And not only that, I thought that the players, with all this twirling after every single call, like every call's wrong. I never commit a foul. I've never touched anyone. I never did anything. I mean, watching the game is torture with the calls. I think it's torture.
I think it's a modern NBA player thing. You see Oklahoma City do it, Minnesota do it, the Knicks players do it, the Pacer players do it. They all want and one after. like even if they score, Karl Anthony Towns is the worst. Like, this guy scores, and even if he's not touched, he looks at the ref after, like, you know what I mean? Where's my bonus? Where's my bonus? Every play, everybody does it. SGA actually does it, right? It's something I've always liked about Kawhi Leonard, Scott. He doesn't talk to the refs. Like, he's like the only player in the NBA. He does not talk to the refs. He doesn't ask for calls. He doesn't complain for calls. He doesn't, shrug for calls. You think they should
get rid of it? The constant checking the replay, and it should be like a ref decision, not a challenge, but a new system. This isn't working where every whistle they do this.
I like, though, bro. I've seen Steve Kerr, Draymond Green doing this to Steve Kerr, and Kerr just looks at him and looks the other way. He's like, bro, I'm not challenging something just because you want me to. Right? Like you said, imagine if you listened to the players every time. Right?
Yeah, you'd never have any challenges.
You'd be out of challenges 4 minutes into the game. He'd be like, I'm out of challenges, dumbass, because you
Do you think they
complained
need a
earlier.
new system? Like, it's not working.
No, I don't listen. It takes too long. I never have a problem with the replay. I never have a problem with getting it right. Right? I want to get the calls right. But it turns into a parade of reviews, Scott, and it does kill the flow of the game. And for the love of God, you and I can tell what the call is within like 2 seconds watching it, a replay, yet they stretch it out for 2-3 minutes. And it kills the flow.
How about how
it
late
is what
they
it is.
call fouls? Like, the guy will have a rebound, he's running the other way, and they blow the whistle.
The thing is, though, the series with the Knicks and Pacers has been different than the Oklahoma City, Minnesota series. The Oklahoma, Minnesota series, they're letting them kill each other. Like, they are literally, like, murdering each other out there, and they're not calling it. The Knicks and Pacers, I don't know if they're scared that it's going to blow into something, and they want to police it. I don't know, like, the method to the madness here. I mean, if anything, I don't think there's any conspiracy or anything like that. I mean, if anything, Scott, the Pacers, the NBA doesn't want the Pacers in the finals. They would much rather have the New York Knicks in the finals.
Well,
but,
they're going to get them.
The officiating's the officiating in the NBA. It is what it is. Like you said earlier, a couple of minutes ago, and it's true. It doesn't change, like, the thing in the NBA. You know what you're getting. Like, that's the thing with, like, NBA refs. You know, okay, it's Scott Foster. We're getting this. He's going to over-police everything. He's going to want to be involved in everything. Last night, Oklahoma City and Minnesota, I don't even know who the ref was, and that's probably a good thing, right? It's like the best umpire, you don't know their names, right? Like, last night, the refs were like, no, man, like, whatever. You guys are beating each other up. That's basketball. Let it play on. So each series has been different.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, last night, they weren't the reason for anything. So I thought that the Thunder got it done. It was a great game. They got it done. They made the plays. They hit the shots. They got the rebounds. The last rebound that Shea ended up with in the corner, he threw it out of bounds at midcourt, gave him one last chance. They did everything they needed to win the game. The refs had nothing to do with it. But the Knicks game Sunday, I mean, that first half, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I mean, I was at a party, and I was at some barbecue, some Memorial Weekend barbecue, and I didn't know anyone there. And, like, my wife dragged me to this thing, and I was like, oh, I hate you. And then I was so awful. My behavior at this party. I was cussing and dropping bombs, and then people were so offended by me and just scared to death of me because I was dropping bombs the entire game. I was losing my mind. I mean, I thought the refs were terrible in that game. And I'm not even talking about look, they called everything on the Knicks in the first half. You can't even deny it. But I thought they called the whole game poorly for both sides.
Well, you know what? Both teams have to play with the same ref, Scott. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's not a shock. Scott Foster's whacked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was Scott Foster, wasn't it? I think it was. I think he did the game the other day. He does,
do you
like,
think
every
Reggie's
second game.
cheering for the Pacers, or do you think he's doing a good job?
Well, I don't think actually. No, when I listen to him, you can't tell he played for the Pacers, but doing a good job is another story.
Yeah, you can.
Like,
what do you mean you can't tell he played for the Pacers?
He's not cheering for the Pacers during the games. Like, he's calling
so
it
my
like,
kid's
you know,
21 years old, and he's like, this dude's completely on their D.
No, well, that's what every Knick fan thinks. Like, he really isn't.
He's not
He doesn't
a Knick
mean
fan.
he's doing
a
a good
Thunder
job.
fan. He doesn't even know him.
He's not on, like, that's in, like, listen, what has he said, like, when it's so biased? Give me something that he said is so biased in this series, like, on TV.
Well,
I don't think he's good to begin with, but I don't think he's biased.
You know, I don't know, pointing at players and high-fiving players that run by the table, that's not a problem with you? Like, as a broadcaster at a national level? That was in the Celtics series.
If he's talking during the broadcast and he's just doing the game, like, is he biased during the broadcast? I don't see it. And the other thing is, who cares? Like, the Pacers make it every couple of years. It's gonna happen.
Looking for an edge in betting basketball? Injuries can make or break a game. Get insider knowledge from Dr. David Chow and the team of experts with Sick Picks at Sports Injury Central. We reveal hidden health-based advantages the sports books miss. Our doctors provide insights, and our algorithm tells you who to bet on. Spreads, props, totals, in-game bets, Sick Picks covers it all. Go to SickScore.com and sign up for Sick Picks and use the promo code SportsGrid for a free week today.
You are a Pirates fan. I don't think you've got a reason good enough for me to be wearing Met stuff when the Mets are playing the Pirates right now. I don't think I'm gonna go, okay, I see it at the end of your explanation.
I'm gonna put it on Vinny. I'm gonna put it on all the Mets fans. The Pirates won 2 in a row. Fired the manager over the weekend. A new era of Pirates baseball has begun.
Game time decisions only on SportsGrid.
The two guys that can do it all.
Too much electricity this morning.
This is a good time. We're having a lot of fun.
I had to do a triple take.
Ka-ching! Why? Because of parity. I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Load management is a dirty word.
Let him rip.
You know what? Circumstances provide the results.
What? How do you do this once?
Oh, Donnie, you got such a good show there.
A network that is booming.
The early line only on SportsGrid. The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that ring. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
A little flyer, couple 18.5-point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. It's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
So, Morenzi, I don't know if you caught me earlier, but I had the Oilers minus the goal and a half on Sunday and plus 152 it cashed. And then I went last night rogue and bet the Canes plus $1.52 to win outright. And they did. Back to back, I rode those. I want to know what you think will happen tonight in Edmonton in Game 4. It's a lot like this Game 4 of the Knicks and Pacers. There's a lot riding on this Game 4 tonight between the Knicks and Pacers. I want to know who you like there, and I want to know who you like in the Edmonton-Dallas game tonight at Rogers.
Yeah, this is the crossroads game tonight in this Dallas-Edmonton series. You know you're going to get Dallas. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at the Oilers here tonight. Like, you know, and it's one of those, not a must-win, but it's a must-win. Yeah, it's a must-win for the Dallas Stars. They get it. They know we can't be down 3-1 to Connor McDavid. And McDavid's starting to get faster and faster each game, not slower. And Dallas are starting to slow down, if you notice. Like, they're not quite. And I remember I said this about Rand. The guy's not going to score a hat trick in every game, bro. He had a nice little run there, and now reality is back. All right? And the Dallas Stars are starting to slow down. The team speed of the Edmonton Oilers is just overwhelming them. Ottinger is getting ambushed between the pipes, and it's one of those deals where it's not his fault, but he's also not making the saves now, right? And it's a snowball effect, but everything can change with a win tonight. Like, their season's on the line, the Dallas Stars, so it concerns me. But you and I, man, we've been pretty much on the same page. I learned my lesson. I took the LA Kings. I thought the Kings were going to beat the Oilers. I was wrong. It went 7. We lost. Bam. I learned my lesson. I'm like, I'm not getting in front of this team anymore. And I haven't ever since. I bet them on literally every game since the LA Kings series, right? Through Vegas into this series. So I almost accepted if we lose, all right, we lose, and we'll take the Oilers again. We think they're going to win the series. But they're playing so well right now, Scott. And they're on a mission. Like, this team is not playing around, the Edmonton Oilers. Like, they've lost 3 games, guys. They lost the first 2 games in the playoffs to the Kings. They lost once to the Knights. They've lost once right now. They're 10-4 in the playoffs. Skinner's on fire. Everything's coming together. The role players are playing great, and their top players are starting to dial it up. Now, Draisaitl's been cold for a couple of days, so now suddenly he'll step up tonight probably. really close game tonight, guys, but I just can't get in front of this Edmonton Oilers team. Give me the Oilers, but I expect it to be a close game, and overtime wouldn't surprise me tonight, actually.
Yeah, I actually, they're 6 wins away from it. The Panthers are 5 wins away from it, of hoisting the Stanley Cup. So I still think, and I've stayed on it from the jump, that the Oilers are going to get it done this year. But I like the Stars tonight at the price. I got them at plus $1.41, and that's what I'm rolling with. I'm going each game. I still like them in the series. I took them in the series. I bet them in the series. I bet them from the jump to win the Cup, as you know. So I still think they'll get it done. But I just have this feeling that tonight will be a better game, a tougher game for them than I thought Sunday's game was a walk in the park after 2-1. All right, who do you like in the Knick game tonight at the Fieldhouse? I've heard a lot of people today, national or otherwise, that think the Knicks are going to even this series up and go back to the Garden and then win Game 5. And I think they're tripping.
I think you can make a lot of money fading the national media. The same national media that told us the Knicks were done after 2 games, and they won Game 3, which I kind of expected, and I talked a lot about last week. We saw this, though, right, with the Pacers. They won in Cleveland, right? They won the first 2 games in Cleveland. They went back to Indianapolis, and what happened? They got smashed, right? So they didn't get smashed against the Knicks when they went back home, but we've seen this before. You know, it's human nature. You think you're better than you are. You're up 2-0. You're going home. You get caught up in it. You know, you're better on the road when you're in a hotel isolated from stuff as opposed to, you know, just sort of being in the city where everybody loves you. And I think it caught up to them a little bit. You know what I mean? They took the pedal off the metal. Listen, it's been a super fun series. All right? I mean, it's been really, really entertaining to watch the Pacers and the Knicks. We thought it would be. It's going to be close again, but I'm going to take the Pacers tonight, Scott. I'm going to go back to the well with the over, even though it's been hit or miss with the totals. Pacers and the over. And then the Knicks win at home, and then they go back to Indianapolis for the Game 6, and we'll figure out what happens then.
Oh, I can't even take the stress of going that far ahead. I can only worry about literally tonight. I can't even worry about Game 5.
I'm just telling you how I think it's going to play out. Pacers win tonight, Knicks win Game 5, and then we'll see what happens Game 6. We'll break it down then.
Oh, the humanity.
A lot of stress, I know. Playoffs, it's a killer. I don't have any teams in the playoffs, so I'm not feeling the pressure.
We clear?
Vegas knows how to celebrate. If you're headed to Vegas for your birthday, plan ahead to get all the birthday freebies the city has to offer. Just by showing your ID, you could get free cash play, scratch cards, drinks, and food at various venues on the Strip. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
You are a Pirates fan. I don't think you've got a reason good enough for me to be wearing Met stuff when the Mets are playing the Pirates right now. I don't think I'm gonna go, okay, I see it at the end of your explanation.
I'm going to put it on Vinny. I'm going to put it on all the Mets fans. The Pirates won 2 in a row. They fired the manager over the weekend. A new era of Pirates baseball has begun.
Game time decisions. Only on SportsGrid.
The 2 guys that can do it all.
Too much electricity this morning.
This is a good time. We're having a lot of fun.
I had to do a triple take.
Ka-ching! Why? Because of parity. I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Load management is a dirty word.
Let him rip.
You know what? Circumstances provide the results. What?
How do you do this once?
Oh, Donnie, you got such a good show there.
A network that is booming.
The early line. Only on SportsGrid. The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that roof. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
Just a little flyer, couple of 15.5-point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. That's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on Sport.
Mike DeCourcy is the legendary writer from the Sporting News. He's on Fox Sports, college basketball coverage. He's on the Big Ten Network as well. He's on the take for the Indiana Hoosiers. For me, he does that specifically. He's back on Coast to Coast every week, and we got him today. And I got to talk about this kid, Dame Sarr. So I saw you wrote about him, and I know he's like, what is he, he's about 6'7", 6'8", but he's like lighting up guys that are 6'10", 7 foot tall, not afraid of anything, and he's going to Duke. Oh, just what everyone needs, another great player at Duke.
Yes, and Duke has quite a few good freshmen coming in with the Boozer twins as well. Cameron and Caden, they're both terrific, especially Cameron. And Sarr played against those two players as well as the rest of the U.S. youth team in the Hoop Summit game that's held every year right after the Final Four out in Portland. And at that point, no one really knew exactly what his plans were, including Barcelona, his team in Spain's ACB, which thought he would be there for their Real Madrid El Clasico game in the ACB. But instead, Dame decided he wanted to be in America, ringing up the NIL dollars. And so he came to the U.S., he played in the Hoop Summit, and he was terrific. And he actually was eligible to enter this year's draft had he wanted. But I think playing at Duke will give him an opportunity to elevate his draft stock even more. He's an outstanding prospect, really good off the dribble. That's what he specializes in. What's interesting is every scout I talked to about Dame talked about his need to improve as a shooter. And he shot 40% in the ACB, even though he was playing only a dozen minutes a game. Do you know how hard it is, Scott? I think you don't know this because you play all the time. You bully everybody out of the way, but when you're only playing a few minutes a game, to maintain accuracy in the way that Dame did in Spain this year, really impressive. He's got a chance to be outstanding.
Well, I hear he's just this great catch and shoot guy, and he's got and the ability to finish at the 10. Like, he can shoot outside, but like, he loves to get to the rim and attack the rim, and he likes to challenge the trees inside. I like that. That's where I play, at the basket, under the basket, from glass to glass on the baseline. And I like guys that attack the rim. I've always said I can't stand players that just come off screens and shoot. That's all they do. Like, my daughter's a pure 2 shooter, great deep ball shooter, but she has zero game beyond that. Like, nothing, like awful, like does nothing else. And I'm like, you suck. You have no game. You don't go to the 10. You're just like, here's the story. She took me one day. She said, I'm having a party. You got to take me. We got to get some vodka drinks for everyone's going to want to have a drink. And I said, all right, I'll do it. I'll take you to the liquor. I get her into the car and I'm like, you suck. You have no game. You haven't driven once to the rim. You don't get to the line once the whole season. All you do is shoot threes. You're awful. Oh, what kind of vodka did you want again? When I got to the liquor store. Honestly, Mike, I hear that he loves to attack the rim, and I love guys that do that.
Yeah, he does. He's very good at it. Shoots a very high percentage from 2, does get fouled, although he's not super physical yet. He needs to gain strength, weight, and I think I'm not sure exactly how they do it over in the ACB. Barcelona is one of the best clubs in world sport, so I'm not sure exactly how advanced they are or how attuned they are to strength training, upper body strength training. That it's really important in American college basketball. You've seen some of those pictures and videos when guys really get committed to it. They go to a school and they look like the before and after in an old Charles Atlas ad. That's something that you can get here that maybe you don't get as much in international play, where you're playing more. There's not as much time. The club's playing more. There's not as much time for them to train you physically. Like he'll get, as he gets to Duke in June or July, and they'll put you right in the weight room and he'll start getting jacked. And I think that will make him an even better player than he has been.
Protein shakes, eat more. Hey, so he's Italian, right? And then Let me ask you, the kid Proctor, wasn't that his name? Did he transfer to Indiana? Where did he go?
Well, Tyrese went into the draft, and I have not heard of him departing from the draft. His intent was to
I
enter
thought
the
he
draft
did pull
and
out,
remain
and
in
he's
it.
going to transfer. No,
I have not. I will confess, I have not seen that.
I could be
honestly.
wrong. I could be wrong. So, but I'm right about the kids being Italian, right? Sar's Italian.
Yes, he is Italian. I believe Senegalese descent, but he grew up in Italy, and obviously is eligible for the Italian national teams. He has played for Italy in the Youth World Cups, so an opportunity there. I think he played in the U19s last summer against some of the best players, young players in the world. So it's a real opportunity for Duke to fill a role that they needed. They had multiple players on the perimeter go pro. Cooper Flagg, obviously, Con Knippel, another. He'll probably fill Knippel's role as the small forward. They're in pretty good shape at the point and the shooting guard spots, and they've got the front court filled, as I mentioned before, Boozer. So that'll be a very capable team, and honestly is being overlooked because of the media's now obsession with the transfer portal as the way to go. We're still seeing good young teams make a difference. I mean, Duke's a couple of brain freezes away from playing for the national championship this year. I don't write off those teams just because the transfer portal's become so hip.
How much money is he going to get paid? Do you know?
Oh, I'm sure it'll be in seven figures. I don't know the exact dollar figure, but we don't know the exact dollar figure on anybody, Scott. We know what's speculated and reported, but these contracts are not public. There's no CBA, so we don't really know for sure. But I'm sure that he did not come over here and leave behind Barca in the way that he did without getting significantly compensated.
So I had 23-13, 3 steals and a block the other night, Mike. How much money do you think they should be paying me at 60 years old?
How much eligibility you got there, Scott? That's a good question. I mean,
I think I
right
did
now,
age
they say get old and stay old. And Scott, I mean, that's all you do is stay old. So there it is.
I think I may have been caught cheating in Spanish at Indiana. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Mafia, I slept with the teacher. Move on to the soccer. Okay. The coach of the U.S. team, Pochettino, he's stressing focus as he's starting to build his team and get them ready for the World Cup. Obviously, they're going to have a ton of games between now and then. You like this guy and his job?
I like him. I don't like the circumstance much. They've not had much good luck. I mean, everything that could go wrong in the program pretty much has gone wrong since the end of the last World Cup, going back to the whole Gio Reyna fiasco and all of that. And so Pochettino, I like the hire, and I like what he's doing, and I like the fact that he's basically telling the players, look, you come in here, you're playing soccer. This is not a party. This is not you're here to play a couple of rounds of golf and have dinner with your buddies on the U.S. soccer's dime. And enjoy that and not really worry too much about being focused on soccer. He wants everybody's heads in the game. And I think that was a great message he sent in his press conference last week. But the fact that the Club World Cup is here in the United States this summer, it's an expanded Club World Cup. Juventus, which has 2 American starters, not sure they're both constantly starting for Juventus, but they're constantly starting for the U.S. if they're here. They're not here for the Gold Cup this summer. Jedi Robinson, who plays for Fulham in the English Premier League, is hurt, so he's not playing. Christian Pulisic has decided to take off the summer, and I think it's the smart move, but he's getting a lot of heat for that. So Pochettino is not getting a great circumstance for this Gold Cup. He's going to have to really do a lot of work in the fall friendly windows in order to get ready for next summer.
Great stuff, Mike. We'll talk more about it as the months go by. Great having you on Coast to Coast as always.
your college performance does not relate to the National Football League. It never
They
does.
played side by side with each other, and he wasn't as good as Quinn Ewers. That's an issue. That's a major issue.
It wasn't that it wasn't as good as Quinn Ewers.
Ever got to Texas.
It wasn't that it wasn't as good as Quinn Ewers. It was Quinn Ewers' program, which Steve Sarkisian made very clear the entirety of the time that Arch Manning was in Austin. So for you to argue that because Ewers is a 7th-round pick, Arch Manning is not that good and not deserving of being first overall is asinine. It is wrong. It is incorrect.
I told you he's going to be number 1 overall. My whole thing was I'm buying
you're doing
him
your thing now
I
where you double down on a take
no, I'm
that
not
is
doing
incorrect
that. The
when I
best
show it's
quarterback
incorrect.
prospect to ever hit college football can't play
He's
over
not
a 7th-round
There were
pick
two
who didn't even
perfectly
play
rated
good.
quarterback recruits in the history of the sport.
Quinn Ewers couldn't even play at Ohio State. He couldn't even play at Ohio State.
Quinn Ewers. Go look it up.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
We're going to go through every single thing, and I've got a great team behind me that's going to help me get the job done. I want this to be the place that people come to. There is going to be an energy to game time decisions that you will feel night in and night out. We are going to hit every single one of those markets that you need to know about. We will have everything at our disposal, and we will use that to our advantage. There is not going to be a better place, I promise you, than Game Time Decisions. I'm Kevin Walsh. Tune in to Game Time Decisions weekdays on SportsGrid.
All right, Jake the Snake's working with us today, not Luke. Obviously, I didn't know that. I didn't know the situation there. Is there anything worse? I don't even like saying that word, jury. I don't even want to hear jury duty, man. When you get sucked into that day from hell, oh, that is the worst. I'd rather have a root canal than get jury duty. I mean, it's the worst. Like, I've served on a jury. It was the worst thing ever. And then I got it here as well in New York City. I had to go do it. Oh my God, there's 10 million people and they picked me. I hate everybody. Why would you have me on a jury? Honestly, Carver.
It's no fun. I was picked once too, and it went like a day and a half, 2 days, and then they ended up settling. So it was it is what it is. It's not fun. The long arm of the judicial law.
I think they should listen. If you don't have, seriously, no offense to anyone. I don't wish this on anybody. But if you don't have a job and stuff, and couldn't these people do it? Don't they have something better to do than sit around all day with no job? Have them do it. There's millions of people that don't have jobs. Have them do the juries. But there's nothing wrong with people that don't have jobs. Have them do the jury. But why are people that work every day that are busy are the ones they suck into this? I mean, honestly. Let the homeless and the unemployed do it. I mean it. What do they do all day?
Like a profession.
Yeah.
Like a profession. A way to pay them, too. Way to make a couple bucks. You become a professional juror. Show up, see if, that's, if you do a certain amount of cases, you can't be on those anymore. I think we got something here. There's a future there for all of that. All right. Why don't we start today with the Thunder last night, 128 to 126. I mean, I know that obviously 2-point game. Thunder didn't cover. They haven't covered on the road once in these playoffs, but the last 30 seconds was just fouls back and forth. It wasn't like it was some great finish and somebody got a shot. They were just fouling each other back and forth. 128-126 the final. Thunder, fourth quarter buckets. SGA very involved. ESPN.
SGA spins. Gobert looking to help. Taking his time, falling away. It's up. It's good. SGA playing like an MVP. SGA against Gobert. Shot clock at 7. Drives, pulls back, drives again. Stops. Falls down, gets it to Williams. Three-pointer. It's good. Jalen Williams with a big bucket.
I mean, this guy, he really is the MVP. He was incredible, as usual. He had 9 rebounds and 10 dimes, so he went 49 and 10. He shot 13 of 30, which really wasn't that great. 2 of 7 from downtown. The thing is, everybody gets mad. He gets to the line a lot. 12 of 14 from the line. Here's the deal. He gets to the line a lot because he gets fouled a lot. People act like this guy isn't getting fouled. You're imagining things. The guy drives every time he has the ball. He's getting bumped. He's getting hacked. He's getting chopped. He's getting attacked every time because he's so good. Here's what happens. The best player on every team in the league that attacks the paint and goes to the tin gets fouled. That's all there is to it. If you didn't have refs, guys would be getting killed and have their heads chopped off because I play without them on, open runs and stuff. And where I play some days, like this weekend, Mafia knows where I play. If I'm not playing in the good games, I play in the bad games. And in the bad games that I play in, they'll just soon kill you than let you score a layup. Someone will take your head off. You go inside in these games with no refs, you're asking for it. Broken something. Nose, teeth, eye, arm, wrist, hand, knee, onions. They'll kill you. I was playing 3-on-3 today with dudes I told the guy, I'm not even trying. What are you fouling me for? I'm not even trying to play here. I'm just sweating. Don't touch me. And the guy kept fouling me. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? This doesn't even matter. He goes, matters to me. I'm like, what are you keeping score, you fam? It's 3-on-3 game? Embarrassing. Honestly. That's why the guy goes to the line. He gets fouled.
Well, of course, the crowd in Minnesota was giving him the free throw merchant chance. SGA had 40, 10 dimes, 9 boards. He was a board shy of the triple-double. Here he is on the crowd, giving him the business about going to the line so much.
The way I see it is my fans, they're going to do whatever they can do to help their team win and knock me off my game, being the head of the snake of our team. And that's their job. That's what creates home court advantage. That's what creates a fan base. That's what creates energy in the building. And they want the Timberwolves to win. They don't want the Oklahoma City Thunder to win. So I expect nothing else. And in terms of the label, I don't care. I never cared. I said this before, I've shot more free throws in a season than I did this season. I think because we're on the top of everyone's radar, it's a little bit more noticeable, and now people care about it. But I kind of see it as a compliment.
Okay. He gets fouled. Here's another one I got from a fan, our buddy James. Scotty, Carver High, clean shave, nice shirt and tie. Looks like he got called for jury duty. James is referring to you, that you look like you got called for jury today, and that you have a nice clean shave, nice. And it's pretty much, I think, UCLA Bruins look today you got going. Carver High, you're getting comments. I'm getting right in the middle of the show. I get these comments.
It's nice. That's okay.
It's my guy
we take all.
Checking in. And it's not the Smitty the Korean baseball.
We take all
Smitty.
forms. We take all forms of it. That's for sure. Jalen Williams, 34 points, 5 dimes. First Oklahoma City duo to drop 30 plus in a playoff game since Russ and Paul George back in 2018. Nice
here's
job.
One for you.
Yeah.
I think that Jalen Williams is better than Anthony Edwards.
I think that in a couple of years, I think more people might be saying that. I think that that's very possible. He is, he's kind of, Shea gets all the gas, obviously.
But he scores every night. This guy puts up big numbers.
He's really making a name. He's going to be a household name by the time this is all finished off in this league. And listen, he was on that All NBA team, on the All Defense. He's absolutely a badass.
Vegas knows how to celebrate. If you're headed to Vegas for your birthday, plan ahead to get all the birthday freebies the city has to offer. Just by showing your ID, you could get free cash play, scratch cards, drinks, and food at various venues on the Strip. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
You are a Pirates fan. I don't think you've got a reason good enough for me to be wearing Met stuff when the Mets are playing the Pirates right now. I don't think I'm gonna go, okay, I see it at the end of your explanation.
I'm going to put it on Vinny. I'm going to put it on all the Mets fans. The Pirates won 2 in a row. They fired the manager over the weekend. A new era of Pirates baseball has begun.
Game time decisions. Only on SportsGrid.
The two guys that can do it all.
Too much electricity this morning.
This is a good time. We're having a lot of fun.
I had to do a triple take.
Ka-ching! Why? Because of parity. I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Load management is a dirty word.
Let him rip.
You know what? Circumstances provide the results.
What? How do you do this one?
Oh, Donnie, you got such a good show there.
A network that is booming.
The early line. Only on SportsGrid. The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that roof. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
Just a little flyer, couple of 15.5 point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. It's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
So I was just saying that I think Jalen Williams is better than Anthony Edwards. I think Anthony Edwards is an incredible player, phenomenal player. I don't deny what he does and scores and big nights and, all the endorsements and everything else. And he doesn't want to be the so-called face of the league, which he's made abundantly clear, right? But this other guy, frankly, for the Thunder, I mean, he does as much, if not more, in my opinion, every single night on that Thunder team than Edwards does for the T-Wolves. There's a lot of nights like last night where he has 16, 20 points. I mean, you could go up and down there the last 2 months of the season. I guarantee he had 10 games of like 20 points. Okay, so I mean, that's still a good game, but this guy Williams goes out and has 30-plus all the time.
Right, and he's already, and I'm going to get to it later when I give you the full list, he was second team All-NBA this year. He was on the second team All. That means he was one of the 10. That means he was one of the 10 best players in the NBA this season. And Ant was on the second team also. Him and Ant were both on the second team All-NBA. So, that's big pride. He's been in the league 2 years less. Edwards has 2 more years on him in the league. But he's been unbelievable. Speaking of Ant, tough night last night. Defense really held him down. He was 5 for 13 from the floor, 1 for 7 from 3. Only had 16 points. After the game, though, didn't really think he had a bad game. He just thought just wasn't there for him.
I don't look at it like I struggled or he struggled. They had a good game plan, making us get off the ball. Especially for me, man, it was super in depth. I made the right play all night, so I don't really look at it like I struggled. I didn't get enough shots to say I struggled, so that might be how you guys look at it. But yeah, I didn't struggle at all. I made the right play.
Yeah, I don't agree with any of that at all. He did struggle, and it's because in the first half he had 2 shots.
Right.
2 shots in the first half. The night before, the guy had 30-some shots. He scored 30-plus points. They won by 40-plus points. And then last night, he took the night off. They shut his ass down. This isn't about him. This is about the best defense in the NBA, and they're going to the finals, and they're going to win it all.
That is what it's about. Now, the one thing, not that Oklahoma City cares about this because they're 1 win away from the finals. We care about it. They actually still haven't covered a game on the road this playoff, which is pretty bizarre considering, like you said, they steamrolled
right?
everybody. It was 3.5, depending on where you shop. They're now 0-7 in the playoffs on the road in terms of ATS. 0-7 in the playoffs on the road. So something to maybe keep in mind as we get to the NBA Finals in the next round, where they've been on the road in terms of those.
I got to be honest with you. I thought it was terrific that I just bet them to win. I think I bet minus $1.50 just to win the game. I didn't even think anything of it at the time. I just thought that they would win. I didn't think, maybe the number's too big. I didn't think that. That'd be like saying I think the number's too big tonight, which I don't think it is. It's 2.5, 3. What's the difference?
Right. As far as the series goes, it would take a very, very large mountain for the Timberwolves to climb in order for them to get this series. Now, they'd have to win the next 3 in a row. We'll take a look at the series price quickly before I give you the next one. There it is. Minus 7,000 plus 2,000 for the Timberwolves if you think that they can go and win the next 3 games.
No, this is this is just a waste of time. So here we go. The Thunder, if anyone hasn't noticed already, has been the most dominant basketball team in the NBA all year. They are the best team, hands down. They're better than the Celtics. They're better than the Cavaliers. They're better than the Knicks. They're better than the Pacers. They're better than Denver, obviously. They're better than Golden State. They're better than the Lakers and all these other teams that they tried to sell us. If you watch ESPN, they'll sell you the Lakers. The Lakers are going to win the next 5 championships. It's just always the Lakers. But here's the deal. They're the best team in the NBA, and they're going to wipe out everyone. They're going to wipe out everyone and win it all. This is their year. They are head and shoulders. Their defense is so much better than even the Knicks and Pacers. It's not even funny. In fact, I think they'll kill either one of them.
Playing online blackjack and want to try upping your odds? Well, here's a tip. Cheat cards tell you statistics for whether you hit or stand on every move. If you're into stats, this could be your ticket to winning. And it is totally legal. Now, go get lucky. See you in Lost Pages. Let's get lucky.
If you believe he should be in the Hall of Fame, there's, let's let him wait another 2 years. Wait, he's already dead at this point. Like, what are you waiting for? Another 2 to 3 years. He's either in or he's out. And sometimes you look at that too, Tom, it's like you can't tell, the history of Major League Baseball without Pete Rose.
Frankly, the writers have some standard that they want to hold players to, which seems to fluctuate on a player-to-player basis. So he should be in the Hall of Fame, but I'm not sure how quickly he'll get there.
Pro Baseball Today, only on SportsGrid.
I'm not saying this thing is scripted, but damn it, they put those 2 teams on the first weekend of the basketball season for a reason, because they were expecting some kind of fireworks. They got it. Did Angel Reese overreact? Probably. Did Caitlin Clark have to stare it down? Probably not. There's enough blame to go both sides. But guess who doesn't care? That's the WNBA.
Betting above the rim. Only on SportsGrid. The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that rim. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
Just a little flyer, couple of 18.5 point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. That's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.